A very good afternoon everybody and welcome to AW Services. I'm Austin. So today the postman came and he delivered me a nice looking box, and this is from Spring Europe Ltd. It's a UK based company based in Crowborough. They make very high end, very good quality pump controllers and also a lot of pump and dosing equipment for liquid transfer. They also specialise in the window cleaning sector. I would say it's probably one of their biggest successes because they've been going for a long time. I've recognised the brand. I've seen it before I even started thinking about window cleaning. So an unboxing video. For those of you that love boxes being opened, I will do this as quickly as I can because it pains me to open boxes. So off the bat we have a box. I'll throw away the external packaging that was sent to me. So there is our white box. 2-year warranty, Spring, genuine, still the best controllers, made in the UK. It's always nice to see that, made in the UK. So very swiftly we'll open the box. Pump controller, quick start guide, V11. Oh wow, they've actually sent me a black controller. That's good social media. I put a comment on one of their posts saying I'd love to get a black controller, and it's part of my colour scheme. I love black and I love green, as you may have seen in a lot of my videos. So very grateful. I'm absolutely gobsmacked in all honesty. It takes a lot for me to not say a lot, but on this occasion, Spring Europe Ltd, you've really hit it out there. So quickly looking into the box, we have our pump controller. We have a very nice black enclosure. I would say it's either ABS or a blend of glass fibre reinforced, but it's very good quality, very rigid. Looking on the back, very good quality control. There's no external flash lines or gates from the injection moulding process, and that's not even visible from the back because it's normally on the inside of the case. So very good quality control. Looking in, you can see there are what appears to be brass collet inserts, so they're not using rubbish quality self-tapping screws, they're using very good quality fasteners. And by the very dull matte appearance of those fasteners, I would hazard a guess to say they are marine grade stainless steel. So we have our controller. What else do we have in the box? We have a wiring loom supplied as well. So your pump controller will be using high quality conductors. So we have our positive, battery positive supply, battery negative, and then we have our pump controller to pump connectors. So female bullet terminals crimped onto the ends of the positive and negative to battery lead, and then male connectors on our controller to pump lead. So we'll look a little bit more at the quick start guide. So V11 quick start guide, a fantastic quality picture for people that struggle to read small print and text. You cannot go wrong with a good quality picture. So as you can see, battery positive is red, battery negative is black. So from the pump controller to the pump, that will be brown to pump positive and blue to pump negative. Very simple, good colour harmonisation. So before the UK, I think what we 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th edition came out, colour harmonisation came in. So back in the UK, donkey's years ago, mains electric, lighting switches were red for live, black for common. So it's back to front really, it's still the same, but modern day, brown for live, blue for common, so positive, negative, as it shows you on the pump. You cannot go wrong. Very good quality step guides inside. So you've got auto calibrate, tells you how to calibrate the pump. We've got operation, we've got a message description, very clear to see again, and operating warnings, sorry. So it's all there, it's very clear to read. If you've never used a water fed pole or pump controller before of this caliber, I suggest you sit, you study, and then study this again before you attempt any connections. Before you attempt to connect this to a battery, make sure you read this first. It's the biggest and best piece of advice I can give anyone. Also in the box they've added a small bag with some Scotch clip connectors with an electronics background. I won't say what I'm thinking, but thank you very much for those, and I'm going to throw those to one side. We have an inline maxi blade fuse connector and a 7.5 amp brown fuse. So with the inline connector, with the one supplied, I suggest you use it because it's listed and it's part and parcel of the warranty of the equipment you've been given. You will see in the middle of the connector it's an inline connector, so you will have to cut the battery cable. You cannot connect the positive cable of the battery wire all the way through, because that doesn't mean inline. You need to have two separate pieces of the red wire to push in till they butt up against the wall inside. So you've got a slight firewall, let's call it. So one goes in one side, one goes the other, and then you crimp it and that will splice itself in, so it's in line. You won't be able to thread the red wire through this. You have to have two separate pieces of red wire for this to work. So red wire you connect onto the terminal of your battery, your supply, which would be your leisure battery. You then have a piece of red wire which will then put into your inline fuse holder, clunk clip, and then another piece of red wire from your blade fuse holder, clunk clip, to then supply the positive side of the pump controller. So those are my first impressions of the V11 basic black pump controller. Very happy. I must say a big thank you to everyone at Spring Europe Ltd, from the social media team to the lovely gentleman that I spoke to on the phone called Phil. I hope this video does you justice. There will be many more videos of the Spring pump controller coming. I'm going to get it all wired up. I'm going to do an install. I'm going to convert my transition over from traditional to water-fed pole full-time. I'm going to put a tank in my van. I've got a SureFlow pump on its way from Darren Lansborough at DA Components. And then I will do a bench setup. So I'll have this wired up to a power supply, i.e. a leisure battery, with my SureFlow pump. And then I'll go through all the setting up and the wiring steps very clearly, so you can all see from there. But that is my video and unboxing. Again, a massive thank you to everyone at Spring Europe Ltd. You've made my day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Also, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below in the comments. Only sensible questions please. Anything that's negative or derogatory will be removed and deleted. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon for live updates and notifications as and when I post my next video. Take care everybody, and goodbye.